mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet. We need our leader. We need our leader. Come on. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. So Biafrans all over the globe, are you feeling me, Ashanti? Well, you know, I feel so from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots to go again. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah roots. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. Because to tell you, we don't fear wicked British, we don't fear Britain, we don't fear them, we don't fear them, Boko Haram, we don't fear them, we don't fear Fulani Caliphate, we don't fear them, we don't fear Mietiala, we don't fear them, we don't fear them, Bandit Kill, we don't fear them, we don't fear them, Janjaweed, we don't fear them, we don't fear them, Al-Qaeda, we don't fear Lucifer, we don't fear you, Satan, we don't fear little demons, we don't fear Leviathan, we don't fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried. Another will be a friend.
Thank you, Cheesy. Thank you, Cheesy. Thank you.
For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have no man. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots to go again. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah roots. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots.
If you think you are happy for what you saw yesterday, then wait for what you will see on the 20th and the 21st of October. Hey, the heavens are opening for Biafra. I'm telling you, if you think you saw something yesterday, if you think you saw something in the USA, wait until we get to the finishing country. Remember, we are going to have a summit, a convention with the finisher, live and direct from Finland. One day, Ife Diegu Game. Hey, tomorrow I will be talking about the convention in Finland. Tomorrow I will have a special section for the convention in Finland tomorrow. And I want everybody in this Central Europe. The only thing that will make you not to be in Finland is maybe you have a restriction in Central Europe. Or if you are from London or America, the only thing that will make you not to come is because maybe you don't have money. You don't have that money to fly. But if you have the resources to get to Finland and you don't come, one day I am sorry for you. Because a lot of, my goodness me, oh, wait, let this song finish. I'm gonna offload it to you tonight. I'm telling you. And remember, we have our fundraising today in a very short time, probably in 1.5 hours from now. We are going to do this program for at least 1.5 hours, at least. So I'll put up the link later so that people can come in. If you are proudly IPOB, you are hardcore Biafran, This program is meant for you. Let's go.
Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah is. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra.
Yeah, thank you very much for your concern about my health. I thank God I still have a little bit of a swelling on my leg. I am still limping when I'm walking, but my mouth is not limping. Vam, vam, vam. Yeah, yes, I know I fell and I had a fracture on my leg. I am limping on my legs, but my mouth is not limping. One day, I'm a doha vam, vam, vam. Let's go.
We are going back to our homeland, to our roots, to Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities.
Everyone, I greet you. I greet you.
And flood is the value for 150 or 200,000. But I never man will buy his own for 10 million. Can you imagine? Now people everywhere. Simon Ekpa, give them water. But I'm a Zuka. We will Chris. Pastor Bam. I'm seeing Biafra. Yeah, man.
Hardcore. Kamsi is here again. Hardcore. If you are proudly IPOB hardcore, come in here. Before I play Kamsi, let me make a very profound introduction to this particular program before the fundraising tonight. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike of Biafra land. Onyendu Omochineke. Hey, the leader of our prime minister. I want you to understand what I'm talking about. Onyendu Muchineke, the leader of our prime minister, the one that gave us mouth and said, go and speak. I have sent you into the world. Go and multiply. Yaga, 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 yaga. Go and tell them that you have the anointing. Yaga, 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 yaga. Go and cause commotion in the camp of the enemies. Let them know that it is time for Biafra manifestation. Go. If they think they can stop me, they try to stop me, they can't stop you. If they stop me, they can't stop my true and faithful disciple. They can't stop him. They have entered in, infiltrated, and he told them, consistency is the key. Consistency is the igodomigodo. Consistency is the igodomigodo. Igodo is key. Key. The only thing you will see in us and know that we are ready and we are rugged and dogged is our consistency attribute. Consistency. We don't turn by mere distraction or by mere words of men. We don't shake because they threatened us. We don't hide because they brought out their machines. If they bring out their machines, then we are machina. We are the machina, the sophisticated machina that can stop any machine of the enemies. One day, have you seen machina before? If they come with their water, we will come with our aqua. And we will show them that we are superior. We are umuchineke. The firstborn of the Most High. Consistency. We don't see black and call it white. When we see something, I will tell you that is the color. No matter the propaganda, come back tomorrow. You will still see that color we told you. That is why we are winning. Do you know why we are winning? Because of our sincerity, integrity, and consistency. That is why we are winning. So if you want to learn how to win, learn from us. We are winning, and our winning prowess is spreading around the world. People are going to copy what do you call it? I'm looking for this mathematical word. The formula. Thank you. People are going to copy the formula of winning from us. IPOB, hardcore Biafrans. They will copy the formula of winning. We have the formula. If you want to know how to win, align with us. Align with us and be sincere and honest. Integrity, truth, and consciousness of that truth. Living by it. That's why we are winning. That's why we are winning. You saw what you saw yesterday. The Biafra house in America. Look, America, whether they like it or not, they must bow to Biafra. You know that there are so many people you think that they are democracy. They love truth. They represent truth. But they see what is happening in Biafra land, and yet they keep quiet. And so, you know what we do these days? We take our conscious approach of truth. We take it to their territory. We plant it there. I'm going to play for you. I already shared the video, but you know one thing they do, even YouTube and Facebook, when you bring that video of truth and you put it out there, immediately they will slam it. They will first put fear in you and tell you that this one is not. Look, no matter how you fact check whatever we put up, later, you will come back and agree with whatever we have said. All your fact check is all lies, fallacy. All your fact checked, lie. Everything Biafra stands for is truth. We are not propagandists. We stand for truth and we represent it and we live it. That's why we win. That is why, whether you like it or not, tomorrow you will still come and bow to us and request from us. I am a Jindono. As far as Walile is concerned, we are Umuchineke. We are the ones that began this life itself. And so, if you want to enjoy life and you hate us, you want to enjoy life and you fight us, one day, everything that life has will oppose you. Everything that life has to offer, it will work against you. Your own people will rise up against you because you hate life itself. We are the one that began this life. We are the true creation of heaven. So how can you see the unrighteous judgment, unrighteous attitude that is being carried out on us, and you cover it up? You pretend as if you are not seeing it because of your political correctness, because of what you will gain or what you want to steal from us. That thing where you steal from us, it go purge you. All of you. It go purge you now, one after the other. Una go eat and we no go digest. You go choke una one after the other until una peme. I'm telling you, we are the generation of Biafrans that have come to finish this job. We are the last miracle after our existence and our manifestation. Forget it, miracle will finish. Miracle began with us, it will end with us. The miracle of creation, it began with us. And that miracle, Biafra will close that book of miracle. We will close that chapter. So we are the pace setters. We begin and others follow. People are learning from us. You want to learn? Attach yourself with us. But if you oppose and fight us, you are fighting God and you can never win. Never ever will you win. And so join me in this program tonight as we power on. And the children of heaven, we were positioned everywhere. These are the days of the manifestation of the sons of God. Look at us. Everything works in our favor. Even those things that they thought they would use against us, eventually they will all work for us. Let's go. The young boy is back with wisdom, and it is a Biafran indeed. Hardcore. with wisdom and the intellect of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And Chukwu they define it. I don't know about the meaning of everything. I am at the meaning of everything. If in Amaro, what you don't know, ask us, we'll explain to you. We will tell you. We will tell you. Listen, the Bible says in the hands of sucklings and babies, God reveals his praise. Look at them. Look at them. They are manifesting everywhere. Look at them. How would they believe? They thought that, Mazin now the camera rose up. They say, he's a small boy. This small boy talking about that small boy. Look at what he's doing to all of you. All of you are panicking. Including the great nations, so-called. They are panicking. Panicking. Look at what the zoo is doing. Propaganda to propaganda. Instead of them to say the truth, they will never say the truth. They will never speak truth. And that's why they will continue to perish. They will continue to perish. Listen to Kamsi.
Excuse me, Kamsi. Excuse me. There is something that I would really like to verify from you, because a lot of things has been gallivanting all over the media. A lot of people talking all sorts of rubbish and trash about Simon Ekpa, criticizing him. Hypocrites are real though. But I just need to verify this from you. Understand? What do you really understand by the name Simon Ekpa? What do you see him as?
In this case, what I have to say first is that I need to define Simon Ekpa for you people.
So his name and his personnel needs definition, because how can you understand that somebody is raised by God and will tell you, look, leave me alone, stop all this attack, it's either you join me or you pack one corner. If you fight me, you will pay me. They refuse. One man in 2 years. In 2 years. For you, for Mazin Namdekano, you put people around him, and before you know it, because he loved his people, he became soft among them. And then God said, no, God revealed to him and said, look, I have a dragon by the side. Anoint him, equip him, validate him, send him. Let's go, let him go. And he did. He did. He sent him. Do you know how unique Mazin Namdekano is? Mazin Namdekano is like an encyclopedia. We always refer to it. Mazin Namdekano is like a dictionary. There is always an explanation to everything. Mazin Namdekano is the computer, the heart of the computer, the brain of the computer. When you go there, you will be able to download something. That's it. That's why till tomorrow, even the Prime Minister himself, Odogu, Simon Ekpa, everything you see, before you play it out, you go inside the encyclopedia, he goes inside the hardcore, the RAM of the computer, he will bring it out and they'll say, this is what the master say, this is what the onion say, and then we elaborate it, and then we will begin to act on it and work on it. And when you do that, it's like you're taking words from the heart of the Savior and you begin to work on it. Not any opposition to that word will always fail. You understand what I mean? So everything, you see, every time we refer to him, every time you will be, before you know what's happening, we are doing one thing like it, the voice will come from the master and say, I will create a government. I will do this. Listen to him. Everything. The encyclopedia. You see, this boy, he's a little disciple of Mazin Namdekano. And you see, when they now ask him about Simon Ekpa, so because the people that have been fighting Simon Ekpa does not understand. Even Prophet Elijah, the man of God that told you that Simon Ekpa is an embodiment of freedom fighting. You cannot fight him. He spoke in prophecy. They still did not understand. Now God is using the mouth of sucklings and babies to speak to you, because unubu tozo, unubu efulefu. Tozo, because you will not learn there. You are like so you will all end up inside there, the grave. You understand? So he now had to ask him. You see how the little boy's antenna stood up when they asked him, what is about Simon Ekpa? He said, okay, because these people don't understand, let me now give you the definition of Simon Ekpa. This is very interesting. I'm telling you, very, very interesting. These are interesting times. Those of you that are alive and connected to what is going on, count yourself most highly privileged to be among the number making history. I'm telling you, count yourself privileged, highly privileged. So let's follow this. Look at the antenna, the way the antenna rose up immediately the name was mentioned. They said, no, they don't understand, but let me give them a definition. Listen to that.
Excuse me, Kamsi. Excuse me. There is something that I would really like to verify from you, because a lot of things has been gallivanting all over.
Thank you. Central Processing Unit. Inshallah, you are awesome. This my brother, I don't know where he is, but sometimes when you are in a difficult situation, the brother will just go in and bring the answer you are looking for, and he will give it to you. I'm monitoring you. You know, Central Processing Unit, MNK, is the Central Processing Unit. So before you process, you go in there, you bring it out, and then we'll begin to process it. You want to go? So let's go. Listen to the little boy, you know, the little disciple of Master Bukami.
A lot of people talking all sorts of rubbish and trash about Simon Ekpa, criticizing him. Hypocrites are real though, but I just need to verify this from you. Understand? What do you really understand by the name Simon Ekpa? What do you see him as?
In this case, what I have to say first is that I need to define Simon Ekpa for you people. Simon could be defined as my own knowledge. Simon Ekpa could be defined as sacred, irreplaceable man of.
What do you want? Hello? Hello? Good afternoon. I'm live for Emma. When you try one. Okay, make your life for Bob. All right, thank you. All right. All right, listen to him or listen. Let me start it again.
Ekpa for you people. Simon could be defined as my own knowledge.
Yes.
Simon Ekpa could be defined as sacred, irreplaceable man of nation.
Chineke, how deep could deepness be? Do you understand what when something becomes sacred? It is something that is supernatural, out of the natural. It is something that, when Simon Ekpa showed us the picture when he was a baby, you saw a baby with offer. How many of you have seen a baby holding offer in your life before? A little child of about 3 or 4 months holding offer. You know what offer is? Those of you that understand, you know. If you know, you know. So it has to do with sacred, something that is unique, something that is out of this world. So these are the deep that when you release it, the master will tell you, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, but the spirit. Sacred, irreplaceable. One day, when the prime minister is telling you, if you are still looking for somebody to come and do this or do that, when you catch Mazin Namdekano, there are people that are greater that will come. And when you catch Simon Ekpa, more greater than Simon, no. Nothing more greater, irreplaceable. So at the point when we get to, and to work, he can say it is time to finish the job. He gives you a sacred, irreplaceable man of the nation. Chineke, the thing don't even enter my medulla disinfect where we go see a sometimes. Sacred, irreplaceable man of the nation. So when a nation has gotten to a crossroad and there is so many full saboteurs within and without, what Chukwokike needs to do is to get one sacred, irreplaceable, untouchable. You know when Master Namdekano said it is forbidden. Master Namdekano told them it is forbidden. You know, when they tell you that something is forbidden, and yes, you do your isi baka, and you go and get yourself involved, one day you got yourself into trouble. Do you understand? When the anointed one himself, himself, the savior of the black race himself, the encyclopedia, the central processing unit himself, Mazin Namdekano, when he told you this area is a gray area, don't go there. Allow it to operate because it is sacred. Allow it to move because you don't understand. And when they tell you that what you don't know is bigger than you, one day when you are because you know, can you say, he was not there before. He just came in after the COVID-19. He's unique. That's why he's unique. You know, if he came with you people, you will say you know him. If he was there with you when you guys were rubbing shoulders with criminals, you know, then you will say he has been one of us. He knew us, you know. But because he came in when you least expected it, that's why you must be careful. Very, very careful. Let's go.
In this case, what I have to say first is that I need to define Simon Ekpa for you people.
Okay.
Simon could be defined as my own knowledge.
Because you are in the spirit, you're unique. That's why we say proudly IPOB and hardcore. Those that are in the spirit, most of the times we have a divine interpretation to things that natural minds may not understand. So I understand you very well. I can relate.
Simon Ekpa could be defined as sacred, irreplaceable man of nation. Why Ekpa could be defined as exalted keeper protecting all.
Exalted keeper. You know, when something is exalted, it has to be exalted to be able to protect all. It has to be on top to be able to see over all. It has to be untouchable, to be able to secure the rest. You know, don't you ask yourself, was it by accident that he was, located in Finland, where the laws are awesome, unique, where the nation does not interfere with the innocent, honest and truthful citizens that are doing the right thing for their own people? He found himself there, and from there discharging the duties of a lifetime. Exalted, like he said, exalted keeper. Exalted keeper. Office. Let me play it again. Let me not miss the lines that the divine inspiration that this young man is releasing. Let's see.
Simon Ekpa could be defined as sacred, irreplaceable man of nation. Why Ekpa could be defined as exalted keeper protecting all.
Exalted keeper protecting all. That is, he is not a racist, not a sectarian, but he wants to protect all. That's why you see, he is not selfish. He is not consumed with selfish ambition like others think. You know, those of them that are attacking, they say he's eating money. He did it because they know if they are the ones in that position, they will never operate with integrity. They will never operate with truth. He is in a position that Chukwokike has placed him to protect all, including those that are kicking him left, right, and center. He means well for them. And that's why every slight opportunity he has, he will tell them, join me, because what I'm doing is for your own good also. Join me because you are not the one I am after. I am after your enemies. Your own enemies, and you know. So why will you now liaise with your enemies to stop me from doing something that is meant for your own good also? That exalted position, it was not given to you because you are corrupt-minded. You are infiltrated with chaffs and evil. You are full of gall and bitterness. There's no way you could ever be gifted the way he is gifted. Because if you were, you got that power and position, it will corrupt you and make you so useless. You will be worthless for the people of heaven. And that's why you were bypassed. You were bypassed. That's why heaven had to bypass you. And heaven did not need to take permission from you to do that, because everything happening now is divinely orchestrated, divinely, arranged and, prepared to happen. So these are not some things that are happening because some people will be pleased, or to suit some people, or because of the way men have arranged it. No, this is divine, because all the while that men have tried, they fail. They fail. Men have always failed. At the point where they will get to, and they will be deceived and they will fail. So that's why it had to get to this point where it will get into a unique man with the identity of the supernatural. You talk about dragon. These are not just normal things. They are not things you see ordinarily, just easily like that. Do you understand? So it has to get into an extraordinary being, so that nothing will corrupt it, so that nothing will spoil it. That's why you have to trade with caution. Even when you are close to the dragon, you have to trade with serious caution. If you don't, the fire of the dragon could also consume you. Biafra is meant to happen with or without you. So do not think because you have aligned yourself with the dragon and then now an offer is made to you, because these people that we are fighting against, they know how to get to you. They will get to you because they believe the way they have bought others, they can also buy you. So if your heart is not circumcised, when they make that approach, they will just sway you away. And because you are covetous and you are not contented with what you have, you will never be consistent. You will fall. So that's why at this stage, it had to get to one who believes in godliness and contentment. So there is nothing that you will use to beguile him, to deceive him, to sway him. You saw the idiot that was speaking on the platform our prime minister went yesterday. He was there, and you think that he's fighting for the Amazonian people, but no, he was just talking anyhow because he has derailed. He has derailed. And he began to say, Biafrans, we stole the seat at home, we copied from it. These are just bunch of idiots. They derail. Only God knows what comes to them. At the time when you should be appreciative to Chukwokike, that this alliance with Amazonia, this alliance with Biafra and Amazonia is going to work very well. And you see the grace of God that has transferred. Parts of grace transferred from Mazen Namdekanu to Simon Ekpa, and the operational dimension of Simon Ekpa is top notch and second to none. And you see how you want to, you just want to look down on a divine instrument. Shame, 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 shame. So those of us that understand, we must align and work with the God-sent instrument and to ensure that Biafra comes. So let me play this message to the end, and then probably I will open the line for us, because we still have over 1 hour before the fundraising. Let me take it from the top.
My own knowledge, Simon Ekpa could be defined as sacred, irreplaceable man of nation. Why Ekpa could be defined as exalted keeper, protecting all.
Protecting all.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
This is what I understand where Simon Ekpa.
So are you telling me that Simon Ekpa has been real and has been doing a great job towards getting Biafra and releasing of Mazen Namdekanu?
Okay, check it.
You see the way he responds. He didn't even wait for the guy to finish asking the question. Because the connection is just divine and truthful. You see the way the young man responds. Before they drop the bomb, he said he has been real. From the word go, he has been real. Look at that expression. Because I interpret everything. Everything.
Where Simon Ekpa.
So, are you telling me that Simon Ekpa has been real and has been doing a great job towards getting Biafra and releasing of Mazin and Bikan?
Yeah.
Okay, check it. Even our leader, my mentor, Ohaneze, everything of Igbo, even recognize this man.
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu recognize Simon Ekpa as his own son, as his everything.
Wow. Wow. At least I have gotten enough knowledge from you. That's why I say that you are a wise guy, and I need to verify this from you. Okay, what you're saying now is that Simon Ekpa, the real meaning of Simon Ekpa is a sacred, irreplaceable man of nation. That's Simon.
And Ekpa
is an exalted keeper protecting all.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a great lesson. I would never forget meeting you today because you have impacted a lot of knowledge in me. And I would be boldly saying that Simon Ekpa has been doing a great job, regardless of the trash people has been saying against him. It doesn't mean, okay? Bro, take it. We're going to fight to the end, okay? We're going to fight to the end, no matter what it is, okay? Take care.
Current guy. You know what I mean? Current guy. My goodness me. I just love the boy. The spirit, the grace. You know, these are inciting time. You know, such a pleasant season to be amongst the living. Proudly IPOB, hardcore. You know, maybe before you know it now, they will still want to go after him. You go after him, you will still, you know, God will still disgrace all of you. I'm telling you, you know, it is either you let the people of God go, or the wrath of God will consume all of you. I'm telling you, we are proud to be the people of God, and we are hardcore. There is no amount of propaganda, oppressive statements, or whatever you put up that will deter us. Yeah, before I will put up the link, I played this video on my Facebook. On YouTube. I put it up on YouTube. Immediately YouTube just slammed the video. I don't know why. They don't like, is it that they don't like truth? They just slam it immediately. But I still left it there. But I'm going to play it here now. If they like, let them slam it. You know, when people, the world we're living in today is so crowded with darkness and evil. I'm telling you, all these institutions you see, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, when you speak the truth, sometimes they will just go after you. They want to silence you. And the truth is coming out. Some of them are even admitting it now today. This man is a British man. And he's here telling them the truth. And I put it up on my YouTube, immediately YouTube, you know, they gave it a yellow mark. Like, it is not, you know, they are suspecting the video. I left it there. Whatever you like, you do. I will still play it here for those that didn't watch it to watch it here.
When this collapse comes, and it's going to come, we in the UK, when this collapse comes,
please pay attention, you know, this British and their assets. So pay attention. I don't want to stop it until he finishes. And after he finishes, I will play another one from Galloway, and then I will open the mic.
When this collapse comes, and it's going to come, we in the UK are going to need to have some serious reflection on mistakes that have been made, and especially our foreign policy in history. And we're going to have to rely on these nations that we've been stealing from for years to deal with us, because we need them. We're not like Russia. We're not self-sufficient. Russia has its own oil, its own food, it doesn't have to import anything. It can survive without the world. We, a tiny little island, do not have that luxury. We need to import. That's why we've stolen so much shit in the history. So what happens, do you think, in the next decade as African countries are rising and getting more powerful, and the Western countries that had them under their heel for so long, like the UK where I live, are on the way down and their economies are collapsing, what help do you think we're going to get from those countries that are becoming more powerful? How do you think that the Africans are going to look towards the English with regards to trade deals and buying their uranium off them if we need to? They're not going to look too kindly, are they? Especially if there's absolutely no apologies whatsoever. And as far as I can tell, this country doesn't apologize for jack shit. The reason it doesn't apologize is because if it apologized for the stuff that it's done, it'd have to start giving back all of the stuff that it's stolen. I've spent hours inside the British Museum. That place is an absolute, it's a treasure trove. It's incredible. And it's nearly all nicked. And we're going to have to, in the UK, in the West, really start looking at our place in the world and really start looking as to whether we really do value things that we say we do. I saw somebody earlier saying, you know, this is what the West do. They just play pretend. It's no wonder the West now accept a man being a woman if he just identifies as one, because we in the UK have been identifying as a nation that is on the side of law and order, a nation that values free speech as it's censoring everybody, a nation that values freedom of the press and is a shining light and a beacon for freedom of the press throughout the world, whilst it's literally torturing the best journalists the world has ever seen in its capital. We say we are these things. Our government says them all the time. The diplomats are like that. But it's just all hot air. Nothing we do as a country backs up what these people are saying the country is. Nothing. I love my country, and that's what I want my country to turn into, to be. I think it's the most patriotic thing a person can do. But when I talk about these things, people call me a Putin puppet. They've been propagandized to such a degree. They don't know their allies when they meet them. And we've got some serious apologizing to do in this country. To all of these nations that we have stolen from, to all of these nations whose leaders we've helped assassinate and overthrow, all of these coups that we've done around the world in countries just because we didn't like what they did. So we killed them and we overthrew them and we put in a dictator who created a secret service and was just brutal to the people in that country. We didn't care as long as we carried on getting the oil. We're meant to be a country that cares about these things. It cares about truth and honesty and justice. This country prides itself on the UK justice system. Well, there's no greater injustice in this world right now than the imprisonment of Julian Assange, and we're the ones doing it in the UK.
And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just that. That's why creating this awareness is very, very important. Because people like this, during our convention in Finland, you know, which is going to be a worldwide, you know, event that people are going to see, we are going to create more awareness. Because some of them, you know, he talks about Julian Assange now, but he doesn't talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand? Julian Assange is an American, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. Do you understand? Julian Assange was not kidnapped. You know, his own is that he's exposing their this thing, and they were hunting him within their this thing, and then he ran away into Ecuadorian embassy, and he's hiding somewhere, and they are chasing him. America wants him at all costs. He didn't commit any crime. All he's doing was just speak the truth. You understand? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime, and he was kidnapped in Kenya, flown out without regular pass or paperwork, whatever, and sent back to Nigeria. He's there for 2 years, over 2 years now. And British, where is the people he's exposing now, they've done nothing. They've done nothing. And now they arranged a court case with his criminal brother, Kanu Take Kanu. They just did a charade of a court case, which eventually they said a court case in the UK of their citizen that was kidnapped in Kenya. And what we're hearing is that he lost the case. You ask somebody how? No, how? How? Your citizen was kidnapped in Kenya. And then you are not doing anything for him to be freed from the country where they are holding him. And he's losing a case in the UK. If a moon, your nightmare is loading. Your nightmare is loading. And it is not going to be orchestrated by man. It is divine. Divine. Because you know what Britain has done? They took their hands and they took it inside the eyes of God. We're telling you about the same God, the God of Israel. He's the God of Masin Namekano. So what you are doing is that you are taking your finger and you are daring God. That's what you're doing. That's exactly what you are literally doing. How are you going to win? How are you going to win? Your own citizen is telling you that when that collapse comes, because there's nothing that will stop it, it's going to come. You have been enjoying all the loot you've taken from Africa, particularly from Biafra land. You're still looting with your BP and Shell. You're still looting. Till tomorrow. And know what you expect us to do? Fold our hands and keep quiet. We may not have had all the guns to challenge you. Because you know the way Putin. Now this guy is speaking the truth. They call him that he's a Putin propagandist. All of you that knows what your countries are doing to us, particularly to our leader, Masin Namekano, and people like these whose eyes are open, who definitely will be delivered in one way or the other. The boat will not leave without them. I'm telling you, I don't know this guy's name. I don't know your name, but posterity will never go against you. You will be saved. People like this will be saved in one way or the other, divinely saved. Because in such a time, they stood up and called a spade and not a garden fork. They stood up. They looked their country eyeball to eyeball and tell them, look, what we've done to these people, repercussion has come. Not it's coming. It has come. We are not waiting for so long before we see the of the evil Britain did to Biafra. We're not going to wait for so long. It is here. It is here. And now I am sure they have seen the finisher. And they know what he can do. Go and watch the movie, The Finisher. He can take on nations. So you have dared God and you will live to face the consequences. Let me play the last 1 minute of what he have got to say.
To the people in that country, we didn't care. As long as we carried on getting the oil. We're meant to be a country that cares about these things. It cares about truth and honesty and justice. This country prides itself on the UK justice system. Well, there's no greater injustice in this world right now than the imprisonment of Julian Assange, and we're the ones doing it in the UK. And to all those people in Africa, rise up. I'm in the West and I'm fighting for you. And I tell you,
a British guy is telling you to rise up. A British guy is telling you to rise up. Now, what do you do to the Fulefus that have the same skin color like you, that are telling you that are telling you we have stopped sit at home, that are telling you a political solution? Yeah? What will you do to them? What will you do to some idiots that are already celebrating a visa office opened in Enugu because they feel that getting a visa to go to UK is better than them having a freedom from UK? No. Getting a freedom to go to UK and serve as a slave is better than getting freedom from that UK. and they're celebrating visa office in Enugu. One after the other. I'm telling you. A British guy is telling you, rise up. I am with you. Let me take it back a little bit so you hear it. He said, we are with you. Rise up.
Injustice. This country prides itself on the UK justice system. Well, there's no greater injustice in this world right now than the imprisonment of Julian Assange, and we're the ones doing it in the UK. And to all those people in Africa, rise up.
Rise up.
I'm in the West and I'm fighting for you. And I tell you, we really are. The people in the country, the people in the UK, the people in this chat in the UK who know the truth, we're on your side. We want our country to be the things that it says it is, and it's clearly not.
We want our country to be the things that it says it is, but it is clearly not. A British citizen is telling you that their own country, they are not what they say they are. I am not the one that said it. So you cannot fact check me. This is a country guy saying it here. They tell you that they'll fight for their citizens. Isn't it? Is Mazen Namdekano not traveling? Was he not traveling with British passport? You think we don't know that they are collaborating with the zoo, trying to see what they can do to Simon Ekpa? You think we don't know? Don't you think that Master Simon Ekpa should have been physically present in the United States to be at the opening of that house? But he did it virtually. Why? Because of the conspiracy of all these nations. United States of America, UK, and all these people that have kept quiet over what happened to Mazen Namdekano. Now, thank God for Finland. That's why we are grateful to Finland for housing our Prime Minister until Biafra comes. Because we are getting close to the place where our Prime Minister will fly in with the Biafran jets into Biafra land and land inside Biafra, and we will defend our land. Where you will not be able to cross, you will not be able to cross one line, I'm telling you. We're getting close to that. When our Prime Minister will fly into Biafra, I'm telling you, fly in direct into Biafra, land inside of Biafra, it will change you. Everywhere, you know, we are getting close to that. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. The jet will take off from Helsinki and land in Biafra. Inside an airport, inside Biafra. And then we will see what the world will say. And we will defend our country and hold our territory. It's going to happen very soon.
Truth, we're on your side. We want our country to be the things that it says it is, and it's clearly not. And I really do wish to see the rise of Africa in my lifetime. I would love to see it.
Ooh. You know, the way he said that, he said, I would really wish to see the rise of Africa in my lifetime. He said it with so much desire and expectation. He said, I would love to see it. My brother, you are seeing it in your own time. And Biafra is the first miracle. And I love the guy in Burkina Faso, Traore. You know, there is a video of him, an analysis I wanted to analyze, and I don't know if the owner of that content would allow me to use it. Some of these people are very terrible on YouTube. There's a content I saw on YouTube, fantastic, about Traore, the military president of Burkina Faso. That guy, you know, when I look at that guy, I just see Simon Ekpa. Traore, that guy is fantastic. Fantastic guy. I see the doggedity, the ruggedness, the mental toughness of Simon Ekpa. I see a young man who is determined to make sure Burkina Faso stands their ground. And, you know, that guy has had a handshake with Putin. That guy has gone to North Korea. That guy is meeting with the powerful nations that do not support capitalism. That guy is awesome. And I see our prime minister, with all the meetings and the connections our prime minister is having, I'm telling you, we have multiple Traorés, multiple. This one is not just Traoré because this was a unique one. You see, sacred. In what's the meaning of God? How did it comes to describe it again? Sacred, irreplaceable man of the nation. Sacred, irreplaceable. So don't worry, my friend, you're going to see it in your lifetime. Let me allow you to enjoy that moment he expressed his desire. Listen to him. Just listen to him.
It's clearly not. And I really do wish to see the rise of Africa in my lifetime. I would love to see it. And we're seeing at the moment the rise of Russia and China. I'd love Africa to go with that as well.
Wow.
But this is not good for the West, especially if we carry on.
You see? So the rise of Africa is not going to be good for the West. Can you believe that you, as your own nation, you want to rise, and your own rising is not good for them? No. Are you going to allow them to keep rising at your own detriment? I don't understand why my own rising will not be good for them. I don't understand. Is it because they want to remain lazy and continue to take advantage of me and refuse to allow me to rise? And now you think you can take permission from them to rise? Because some of you that are trying to be politically correct, you feel your rising have to play by their own book. You heard their own son telling you that your rising is not going to be good for them. So what it means is that they will never, ever allow you to rise. So for you, therefore, to rise, you have to rebel against them. You have to do it on your own. You are not going to get help from America to rise. You are not going to get help from London to rise. You are obviously never going to get help from Brussels to rise. You see, the people they call their enemies, you have to make them your friend for you to rise. Russia has to be your friend. North Korea must definitely and should be your friend. Make them your friend and rise. Because if you want to rise by their own plan and by their own dictates, forget about rising. You will never rise. You will never rise. And what it means is that even making these other people my friend for me to rise, I am not going to depend or rely on them. Because I don't want to trust them either. The only person you can trust is yourself. So therefore, I'm sorry for the English. English is not my language because I know so does not go with therefore. So for me to rise, brethren, I have to do what I need to do for myself. I have to do it for me to rise. So I don't have to look up to them. I don't have to look up to Russia. Even though I want to make Russia my friend, I don't have to look up to North Korea because even North Korea might need something from me. So all I have to do, I can make them my friend, but I have to determine to rise on my own. And so any help they give me, fine. It's good. It's all good. It's all right. You give me help. What do you want? You want oil? I give you. No problem. You give me help. You want uranium? No problem. I have it in Enugu. I have it all over Biafra. Whatever you see them fighting for in Niger, we have it in abundance in Biafra land. We have uranium. We have all those things. We have them in Biafra land. And so they will not want you to rise. They don't want you to rise. So if North Korea wants it, I will give them some of it. I will get something in exchange. If Russia wants it, even though Russia has an enormous amount of it, they may not want it. They may just be doing what they're doing for them to gain their pride because these other people have looked down on them so much. That does it, no problem. But whether or not I will rise. Nothing will stop me from rising. Nothing. Simon Ekpa means Simon, sacred, irreplaceable, man of nation. And Ekpa means exalted keeper, protecting all. You are following. You are following. You are following. Thank you very much. So that's the explanation and the analysis. And this Galloway video, will I be able to analyze it? Even if I will not be able to analyze it, because I like the way I hear I have a Biafra land. Thank you very much. I like the way Galloway, silenced this efulefu of a Yoruba guy that called in on his program. I like what he did to the idiotic Ofem guy. And let's just listen to it. If we are not able to analyze it, we might analyze it in some other program.
Amy, go ahead. Thanks a lot, George. Amy, go ahead. Thanks a lot, George. I've been a regular viewer of your show for many years. I just wanted to say,
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, with regards to Nigeria, we need to be quite careful about it. Because, yeah, indeed, there were some discrepancies in the last election, but it's not enough to say who won or who did not win. I would just like to say opposition to the current president has led to a lot of spike of violence against his ethnic group, the Yoruba people. And this is where we need to be careful as to how people frame the problems they have with the president. Because at the moment, if care is not taken, the way a lot of independent journalists, so to say, are framing these things up, it might lead to another brutal ethnic clash. And as you know, my country experienced the civil war in 1967 between the then breakaway Biafra region and the rest of the country. I'm afraid we might be heading in that direction again. So I would like you to please take a step back and actually review the dynamics to the last election. Because we can't say for sure that Peter Obi won that election. A lot of, we do vote on the basis of religion and ethnicity, but most Nigerians are Muslims, and we voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whatever problems people have with him.
This one called to defend Pablo Escobar. He called to defend a drug baron. He called to defend a convicted felon. He called to defend a criminal. That's what he called to defend. I don't know if this caller is not watching my program. Hello? I'm on a live broadcast. I don't know if you're aware. I am on a live broadcast. I don't know if you are aware. Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay. You see, he called in speaking that British nonsense to a British man. This guy is a British guy. This Galloway is a British guy. And I asked myself, how can Britain, in their conscience, have people like this saying what they say on air, openly to everyone, and yet they are covering up the evil going on in the zoo? Ask yourself. It shows you how ruthless they are. You understand? And then this idiot calls in to something that the whole world saw. The whole world know. Even people that don't have internet, they saw the videos shared on their WhatsApp. They watched it on television. They saw the blood. They saw the evil that took place in the zoo during that election. And this one is coming here to patronize criminals. All right, listen to it.
Between the then breakaway Biafra region and the rest of the country. I'm afraid we might be heading in that direction again. So I would like you to please take a step back and actually review the dynamics to the last election. Because we can't say for sure that Peter Obi won that election. A lot of, we do vote on the basis of religion and ethnicity, but most Nigerians are Muslims, and we voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whatever problems people have with him is fair, but he's the person most of us voted for. And I think the more people are going after him on a personal level, as against going for INEC, which is the body responsible for elections, civilians from my ethnic group are being targeted. And I just called because I've seen a lot of conversations surrounding him, and I want you to be aware of the risk he poses on the ground. Thank you.
So he's trying to tell this guy, whatever you do, don't speak against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, the dynamics of that election, you know, whatever you're doing, that most of them are Muslims and they voted for Tinubu. But he doesn't know that this man even knows. He knows more than the idiot call it knows. He knows. He knows everything. He's a British guy. And he's a newsman. He's a journalist, for crying out loud. And you are nothing but Omota that has been, you know, that is on a scholarship of criminals. Omota that is somewhere in Beckham in London. That one idiotic criminal is taking care of you. You know, you want to educate George Galloway? He's a British guy. He knows what Britain is up to. He knows what they have done. He knows what took place in that election. And the only thing he didn't know is that idiots like you would call in the program and begin to talk rubbish, and which he answered you very well. Let's listen to Galloway.
Well, look, there's no question of me taking a step back. I'm merely hosting a show in which all kinds of people are invited. Every 5 minutes, I invite everyone to call the show to give their point of view. And you just have very succinctly indeed. You have taught me something. I had absolutely no idea that Tinubu was from the Yoruba people. That's the only good thing about him. And my contempt for him has zero to do with the fact that he's a Muslim and zero to do with the fact that he comes from the Yoruba people. These two things are the only two good things about him.
The only two good things about him. So that means this man, Galloway, didn't see anything good in Tinubu. The only good thing he saw in Tinubu was after this call. And the two good things he can identify from Tinubu is, number one, he's a Yoruba guy, and number two, he's a Muslim. You understand? So those are the only two good things that he may know about Tinubu. But every other thing about Tinubu's life, about his education, about his political, whatever, his exploits and everything he has done, there's nothing good to write home about it. But his ethnicity and his religion has been made known to him, and that does not define who you are, according to Galloway. Do you understand? So the idiot that called was indeed an idiot. Complete one. So Galloway, thank you. Let's listen to Galloway trash this guy completely.
You have taught me something. I had absolutely no idea that Tinubu was from the Yoruba people. That's the only good thing about him. And my contempt for him has zero to do with the fact that he's a Muslim and zero to do with the fact that he comes from the Yoruba people. These two things are the only two good things about him. I'm against him because he's a crook. I'm against him because he's a thief. I'm against him because he's a bagman for the bigger thieves in Chicago, Illinois. I'm against him because he forged his election papers.
I like this. I don't know whether I can analyze this thing, step by step. I'm against him because he's a crook. I'm against him because he's a criminal. I'm against him because he's a thief. Hello? That's the president of the zoo. president, that United Kingdom president, that United States of America sent in representatives to come and honor. The United Kingdom were the first people to acknowledge his presidency. And their citizen who is well known all over the world, who is a truthful man, is telling you that this guy that his own country validated, he's a known thief, a known crook, a known criminal. Oh my goodness me.
I'm against him because INEC forged his victory in the election. Am I supposed to turn a blind eye to all these things because he's a Muslim, because he's a Yoruba, because this may lead to ill feeling to his people? When I express my contempt for Rishi Sunak, I'm not hating on Indian Hindus. I'm hating on Rishi Sunak for everything except the fact that he's an Indian Hindu.
Rishi Sunak is the prime minister of the evil empire. All right?
I parked that. I have no interest in that. I'm against Sunak for a whole range of other reasons. I'm against Tinubu for a whole range of other issues. Now, I invite all points of view to enter this debate over Nigeria. If we had a Moats Africa, we could do it exclusively every week on that show tailor-made for the African audience. But we don't have that, so we can't talk about Nigeria every single week, every single show. But we had David on in advance of the court decision. We've now had him on after the court decision, which I followed closely, and which was every bit as farcical as David Hundian described it. What are we supposed to do? Not do so? Accept that the greatest African country is run by a crook, a forger? No, I will never accept that. I have too much respect for all the peoples of Nigeria.
And there's one thing I want you to take home also, David. George, that Nigeria is not the greatest African country. Nigeria is not the greatest. No. Are you judging it as the greatest because of the population? All the population there, they are not Nigerians. They're not. Like we are Biafrans. We're not Nigerians. There are the Middle Beltans. There are the Arawa people. They are not Nigerians. So Nigeria is not in any way. There's nothing great about Nigeria. So that's a lecture probably for another day. And if I have, I'm going to end this one for now. If I have 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to just put it up now for you to come in. Just 15 minutes, not more than 15 minutes. For anyone that wants to come in, if there's any, to come in and say something. Otherwise, I'm going to close the program and we'll wait for the fundraising. The fundraising will be on in the next 25 minutes. So I am putting up the link for anyone that want to say something from what Kamsi said, or what you also want to say. If you are proudly IPOB and you are hardcore, let us share in your experience. Share your experience with me. I've put up the link, and maybe I need to pin it for some of you that always want to follow it from the link. Okay, Chigozie, who understands very well how it works, is already here. So, Chigozie, continue to speak while I try to pin the program.
Okay, good evening, Uncle Rap. God bless you. You are doing fine. God bless you. I hope you can hear me. All right. Okay, so I just want to thank you for what you have been doing all along, and I also want to thank our dragon in all he has been doing, and also our distinguished honorable Madam Azoka Charles Wankwo, and also her husband as well, who have been doing so much. Yesterday was a remarkable day for us. So we are so happy of what took place yesterday. My question, I just want to ask you, please, you have to put that up to Pastor Emeka Livingstone. I want you to help me and ask him, please, he should come out. We are waiting for him. Our patience is running out. You should come out and apologize to the whole entire BIAFRANS. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. That's a very quick one. And the appreciation to the defense minister, her husband, is well accepted, and the appreciation to the prime minister is well accepted. But the question to the undeserved, irrelevant chimpanzee hiding somewhere in USA, running up and down like Beramo. I don't know how I will get the question across to him, because he is hiding and he has lost every form of humanity and he cannot even show face anymore. And that's pathetic, because I don't know how he's going to ask God for forgiveness, because he calls himself a pastor, and I wonder which God is going to call upon right now to forgive him. Well, Biafran people, we are very good people. We might.
Please, secondly, also, yeah. I've forgotten, there is one of there's one of him, I mean, the one that was with him, the one that took the Biafran flag. Please also tell him, tell Mr. Ihanacho to bring back that flag and apologize to Biafrans. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, we will tell him. But the thing is that we have already, somebody already told us to forgive him because he doesn't have Biafran flag. He needed a Biafran flag to have personally, So that's why they said, okay, let us forgive him for that. And you see, they did not show up at all yesterday when that event was going on. So, well, if he doesn't have a flag, all he needs to just come out and tell us, okay, please, you people forgive me. I want to keep the flag. And then we will just pity him. Thank you very much, Tigozie. That was a good one from you. Thank you very much. I love it. All right. Who else we have? Do we have Sam? Sam, Vam. Take the microphone. Norma of Norma TV is in the house. Sam, Vam, please take the microphone.
Hey. My pastor, Bam. More grace to your elbow. I hope you are feeling better now. Okay.
Yeah. My mouth is feeling better, but my leg is still swollen.
My brother. It is well. God is with us, and God is your strength.
You see?
You see, our CPU, Central Processing Unit, Mazenande Kano, I've said it all, and I don't think by this time around, if there's any still doubting Thomas among us, or there's any still doubting Thomas somewhere, I'm just trying to speak to Biafran people that any person that at this point that is still sitting on the fence and trying to see whether are we going in the right direction, or whatever we are doing is a joke, or are we serious? Supposed to by now, and you still don't know your ground. In fact, you have lost. We just forget you. We don't need you anymore. If you cannot make a decision at this point and know where you stand and know where the right direction to go, I think time is running out, because we don't have that patience anymore. And you see what the consistency personified can bring, my brother.
Exactly.
Our key, the key which our leader, Mazenande Kano, have given to our prime minister, and is still holding on to that key. Consistency personified.
Yeah.
And as long as you start on the way of the truth and they keep consistency personified, moving on that path, at the end, everyone must testify. Everybody, even your enemies, even all that gathered and say evil, they will all come back together to stay confessed that you are on the right position. Because the truth can never be found. No matter how you cover it, no matter how you cover the light, it's just a matter of time. You cannot. It gets at a point, it must still shine. So nobody that's thinking they're gonna cover what will happening. At least by now, the enemies, all the saboteurs, all the fighter of good things, the good evil conscience, we know now that the truth can always prevail. And the better you join the truth, the earlier you join the truth, the better it is. My dear, you can see what God said, that time will come that even this stone cannot praise me. If human being that I created cannot praise me, I can even raise stone. I raise stone in their place to start praising me and confessing the goodness of God. And he can even speak from the mouth of babes. Can you see the prophecy of this small boy, just as small as this young boy is? Awesome. Do you see how God can confess, can prophesy from the mouth of babes?
I'm telling you.
He can even speak. The wisdom of that boy, I have never even seen it for those, all the intellectual we have that are thinking that they have brain. They better come back to this young man that God have anointed and get some sense. If they can get sense from this young man, I think it will be better. They might be even start thinking, getting some little sense from the boy. Can you see what the spirit, how this boy just try to define somebody? It's not that he have any personal encounter with Simon. It's not that they have just spiritual to tell you that what we are doing is spiritual, my brother. So it's just the spiritual intuition to define our our prime minister in such a way. Man, in fact, I was really shocked when I hear that kind of definition.
The guy blew me off. He blew me off.
It's so shocking. A young man, look at
sacred, irreplaceable.
Sacred meaning anointed. Sacred means something that has been set aside.
Yeah.
Sacred means something that has been appointed.
I'm telling you.
So if you get just only that word, only know the meaning. By the time you try to define it, breaking it down, my brother, it's just I just thank God for everything happening. We are winning, and we continue to win. The more they think we are going down, we continue to surprise the enemy, and all of them, bunch of them, we continue to throw fire, unquenchable fire. We continue to burn, and anybody that think he can stop us now, it's too late. You better join the trend, my people. Better join the trend. The time is ticking. Better join the trend, and we all will move to our promised land. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Bless you for what you are doing.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Sam Bam Bam Bam. Thank you.
Yeah, my brother. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. Wow. Okay, we have Nelma Ada Biafra. Yeah, and I want to appreciate Biafrans that are already connected to Nelma. Nelma, they are connecting gradually, even though we are yet to have our interview. So, what do you have to say as for today's program? And then also to appreciate Biafrans.
Thank you. And then I greet all the Biafrans. I greet you, Pastor Van Van. Thank God your idea, you can walk faster. The leg is much, much better. Thank God. We pray for you. All the vam all over, pray for you. Okay, the Lord is good. We thank God for a successful inauguration yesterday. In fact, congratulations to all Biafrans. All Biafrans, congratulations to you all. Even those that are sitting at home, you all are amazing. We thank God for the great job our dragon is doing.
I want to appreciate especially my beautiful sister Asia Hagold. Asia had got my attention to that video. I just want to appreciate you for sharing that video of Kamsi. Thank you so much. You are the best. Thank you so much. I want to say that I love you. Thank you, Asia Hagold, my beautiful beloved sister. All right, go ahead, Norma.
Yeah, very fast. So we thank God for victory of yesterday, for our inauguration. Yeah, history is already made. We continue moving by the grace of God. Some people don't know the wall that was broken in the spirit realm for that inauguration yesterday. Some people still think it's a joke, but God has broken the wall of Jericho that is standing before us. So we are getting there by the grace of God. May the Lord continue giving more wisdom to our dragon and to all of us. Our beloved Kamsi. In fact, very lovely, and we thank God for such seed in Biafra soil. And may the Lord plant more seed like Kamsi in Biafra soil. We are getting there. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Pastor Vam, I want to greet everybody because we soon enter fundraising. Thank you so much.
You have to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. Please continue subscribing to my channel so that YouTube can permit me to do certain things for Biafrans. Because
the channel is Norma TV. I need to, I don't have time to pin it now because our time is over. But tomorrow we're going to have a very long program tomorrow whereby we have Biafrans to come. And if possible, we're going to have a brief interview with you tomorrow. Because tomorrow I will begin my broadcast by 12 noon, because we are going to be having a brief questioning and section with our European rep, Mazi Uche. He will be on audio responding to some of us concerning the convention. So tomorrow program will be superb. I'm telling you, tomorrow program is going to be, top notch, whereby our European rep will be answering some questions on the phone. I'm going to reach him on the phone, and then people are going to be able to ask him questions relating to the convention. Those of you in Europe, there is no excuse for you not to be able to come to Finland. If you are in Italy, in Spain, in France, in Portugal, in Sweden, in Norway, in Denmark, every of these European Schengen nations, there's no excuse for you not to be in Finland. And if you are in the UK, you are a UK British citizen with a passport, you have no distraction whatsoever, because even flight from UK is cheaper to Finland than most of us. So if there's anything that maybe you're having challenges of registration, you are going to be asking that question tomorrow, and our European rep is going to put you through. Every difficulties have been removed as to the registration, so there won't be any challenge whatsoever. So you're going to have it. Thank you, Norma. I'm going to have you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be there by His grace. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we have 2 more people in the room. Please, I'm just going to have you for two minutes, because we're almost having the fundraising. We have our beautiful Mary. Our beautiful Mary is here. Mary, if you can use 3 minutes, because we're going to go to the studio for the fundraising. And the fundraising today is going to be unique, because you saw what happened yesterday at the inauguration. If you love it and you want to see a better one in Finland, you need to join the fundraising for today. Fundraising today, we need to have every one of you join us in that fundraising today. It is something you must not miss. Just at the top of the hour, we will be at the fundraising. So what have you got to say to Biafrans in the next, just in 3 minutes? our beloved Mary.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pastor Vam Vam Vam.
You're looking
I'm
beautiful.
just here.
You're looking beautiful. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. And you too. Thank you very much. You know, my brother, I just come in just for a short time to just explain my feelings because I can't hold it back, you know. I can't hold it back, my people. Biafra, we are there. I just want to say, may God Almighty bless our Itiare Kondo, Itiara Bong, our PM. Che God, Biafra. Do you feel what I'm feeling? Because I don't want, this is in the public, I don't want to, you know. I'm so happy, Pastor Fam Fam Vam.
Wow.
Is it, you know, did Biafra, did they believe that this kind of thing can happen? No matter that, this thing, it just is surprise for Sioux government, not for us, but because we know we are there.
Yes.
I just want to say, may God, PM, Dragon, Itiare Kondo, may God Almighty bless you.
You say?
May God Almighty protect you.
You say?
Anything where you touch for this life, it shall be blessing, blessing, blessing. You can never see anything evil in your life, inside your generation to come.
You say? You say?
As you clean other people's tears, you come out something where the whole world think is dying, nobody will exist anymore. But you come out, you bring it out like fire, like fagano where they blow. Che, God, may God bless you.
You say, oh.
Madam Asuka, Mama, Che, Mama, na Mama.
Wow.
My God, I beg. Biafra, make you people just be very happy because you now have mother where they hear tears. Mother will live very comfortable, far away country. But the answer accept to hear the cry of children in Biafra land. Which mama be that? Mama will no say to carry pikin for 9 months is not easy. And he decided to answer other children when he want to carry them like they are his own self. May God bless you, madam. Mama Suka, may God Almighty continue to protect you. Because you make my day. Yesterday, you guys really, that is what I feel. Now make nature feel so happy. Biafra make una happy because we are there.
Thank you.
Make una thank God for our leader, Masi Simon, Masi Namdi Kalu, Oku Kalu.
Yes.
That man, that angel, wherever in there, this happiness where Biafra they feel, himself they feel him too.
Yes,
I'm sure of that.
Yes, so.
Because you know his name, what he struggle for, no matter the devil plan, no matter how they fight. Look at where in there. Look at the name now, the Biafra name is in the whole world. Their own nation, we have it now. So who be you? Who be that person where one can stop her? Who be that? Who be you? Who born you? So may God bless him. May God continue to protect him. I know yesterday he was very happy. I know he was very happy. And may God Almighty bless him and continue to give him the wisdom. And that is the biggest wisdom in this whole world, like this, make him pour upon himself. And grace and protection. Make Sioux government, make Sioux Nigerian governor continue today in confusion. May they see my face now, continue today in confusion because it never start. You guys never see. It's coming. Wait, what is coming to you guys? Make our convention finish. Please, my people, we need money. Please, Biafra. The angel of God, where they for our land, where they protect our land, where we no go to, refugee land, come. IPP come. I mean IPP or IGP.
IGP,
come.
Yeah.
That slave come. Now because of them, if not them, when I own for worse. Biafra land own for worst. I'm telling you guys the truth. Forget the Efulefu, forget the demon money where they don't know what to use their money do. The one you get, you new money, you still the doubt. See now, you get a way to go. You can proud of yourself. You can proud of Biafra. We have government now. We have office. We have everything.
Yes.
So can you see yesterday? You see? Do you know how many people will fall down yesterday? Because they would not talk.
Yeah.
There is some people where they say you will never see Biafra. When you see Biafra, you will die. Or when you see Biafra, you will fall sick. But they will not say it because that is Biafra yesterday. Do you know how many people died yesterday? You will not know because they will not say it. So government, I'm talking about. Exactly. The people where they keep Biafra. You don't know. So my people, this thing happened. Not be one naira thing. Please.
Thank you.
Come out. Biafra, please come out. Every day, even 1 cent na something. 1 euro na something. Come out, help us so that those people get family too. Oh. Yeah. They have family, they have wife, they have children, but they decide to say end of Sioux government, end of Nigerian Fulani from Sahel.
Thank you.
So what we have to do, we they see light, we they see food chop, we they walk everywhere, we they sleep in bed. They are living with mosquito.
Mary, I need to go.
They are living with snake. They are living with different kind of animal.
Mary,
so
can you hear me?
What are we waiting for?
Thank you.
Please, Mary. My people. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you very much. We need to close it now, so I need to go.
Okay, so please come out and fund Biafra. Thank you very much. Our Ranger, our welcome, our Itiat, Madam Suka, God bless you. Thank you. Fam bam bam. May God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Can you hear?
Yeah, Mary, she's not hearing me. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, please, that brother in the room, I'm sorry I can't bring you in. We're going for fundraising now. Join us at the fundraising. Maybe when I come live again, you will be able to, make your comment. Anyway, I want to close it with this particular inspiration from Kamsi, and we will leave it there.
Excuse me, Kamsi. Excuse me. There is something that I would really like to verify from you, because a lot of things has been gallivanting all over the media. A lot of people talking all sorts of rubbish and trash about Simon Ekpa, criticizing him. Hypocrites are real though, but I just need to verify this from you. Understand? What do you really understand by the name Simon Ekpa? What do you see him as?
In this case, what I have to say first is that I need to define Simon Ekpa for you people. Simon could be defined as my own knowledge. Simon Ekpa could be defined as sacred, irreplaceable man of nation. While Ekpa could be defined as exalted, protecting all.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
This is what I understand where Simon Ekpa.
So are you telling me that Simon Ekpa has been real and has been doing a great job towards getting Biafra and releasing of Mazin and Bekano?
Okay, check it. Even our leader, my mentor, Ohaneze, everything of Igbo, even recognize this man. Nnamdi Kanu recognize Simon Ekpa as his own son, as his everything.
Wow. Wow. At least I have gotten enough knowledge from you. That's why I say that you are a wise guy, and I need to verify this from you. Okay, what you're saying now is that Simon Ekpa, the real meaning of Simon Ekpa is a sacred, irreplaceable man of nation. That's Simon.
And Ekpa
is an exalted keeper protecting all. Yeah. Wow. This is a great lesson. I would never forget meeting you today, because you have impacted a lot of knowledge in me. And I would be boldly saying that Simon Ekpa has been doing a great job, regardless of the trash people has been saying against him. It doesn't mean, okay? Bro, take it. We're going to fight to the end, okay? We're going to fight to the end, no matter what it is, okay? Take care.
Okay. All right, thank you very much for joining me for that. Let's go right now, and I'll put up the link for us to do the fundraising. I love you, but Chukwu Kikabiama loves you more. Join me and the Prime Minister and every other person, the Defense Minister, join us and the media team at the fundraising. See you very shortly. Bye for now.